Assalamu alaikum. Peace be to you. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to get straight into attempt 2 of day 2. So if you've been watching these videos, I failed my 75 hard program on day 20, and I decided that nope, I know what this program is, I know the effort that I've put into it, and I know what I've already got out of these 20 days. So I'm going to get back on that track and just continue. So I'm on day 2 and I've almost finished day 2. I've still got some water and I've still got my reading left to do. It was an interesting day today. Perfect plan, but then my mother, bless her, love her to bits, needed me for something. So I decided to travel to where she lives and spend a good few hours just with her. Having said that, when I came home, I realised that, OMG, I haven't done my outdoor workout yet, doing that again. And so I was outside, shadow boxing, running up and down, skipping, whatever I could manage, just with my coat on, with my headphones on, and just getting on with it. And I have to say, honestly, that 45 minutes, I think I did it for 49 minutes. It was just like, get on with it. Just, with a small amount of space that you've got. It's my safe space. Because if I'm doing this on the pavements, if I'm doing this on the road, if I'm running around the block, etc., I kind of just, especially when it's dark, I'm always feeling that, is somebody there? Am I safe? Etc., etc., especially in today's such sad situation where if you've got anything that is watermelon related, anything that is supporting Gaza related, then it may not necessarily be safe, especially in the dark as a woman. So my safe space is my garden. So yeah, I got on with it, got my outdoor workout done, drinking my water, etc. Now what I want to do is I wanted to share, I wanted to give you my opinions or my feedback, my insights about two things that two different people have asked me. First of all, Diane put a, what are they called, comment on one of my videos, and I'm really grateful, Diane, if you're watching this video. Diane said, I'm not clear on your program, however it seems a shame to waste those 20 days. So this was straight after I'd put up a video about I'm starting again, I'd completed day 1, and Diane said it just seems like a shame to waste those 20 days. Can't you just get back on to day 21? Good question, Diane, I'm glad you've asked it. Is there no forgiveness for being human? Okay, good question. You already have proved that you are capable. Isn't that the point, to do hard things? Okay, so first of all, round of applause and high five to you, Diane. I'm really grateful. Thank you for commenting on that particular video. So absolutely, Diane, one of the points that you made is that can't you just get back onto day 21? And if you listen to that video, it was my first instinct when I realized that I'd failed that program, that, do you know what? I've worked so hard, and just because I accidentally fell asleep and I made a mistake and I didn't drink my water and I hadn't done my video, why can't I just get up and do 21? Well, the thing is, that's not the point of the program, and I'll explain that point in a bit more detail. But then you asked Diane, that is there no forgiveness for being a human being? The kind of person I am, the work that I do, I'm a grief recovery specialist. I've been working with bereaved parents for more than 12 years now. So I support parents after a child or baby has died. I support them to rebuild their life. I support them to speak their truth. I support them to become more courageous, because there's a lot of nonsensical things that are said to bereaved parents. And I think it's important for them to realize that who they were before their child died is not the person that they are right now, because their child died. And that death, the death of a child, is not just something that just disappears or just goes away, after 30 days or after 3 months or after a year. It just doesn't go away, right? So you've almost got to create a new normal, a new life for yourself. So the kind of person I am, and inherently who I am, is, well, even when I'm coaching my clients, one of the things I will say is that if they've had a really bad day or a bad experience or something's happened, I'll often use the words that cut some slack. You're a human being. This happens, forgive yourself, have mercy, have compassion. You can do this again. You can start again, right? Or you can continue where you left off. So these are kind of my words in certain situations with clients, number one, absolutely with myself. definitely with my children, my friends, and also the bereaved parents that I work with as well. Okay, and actually any stranger that I meet that just ends up telling me their story, because I love interacting with human beings, and I do not find it difficult just striking a conversation with a complete stranger. It's just who I am. It's just who I've always been. So yes, is there no forgiveness for being human, as Diane asked? Yes, there is. However, Diane, and to everybody else that's listening, Diane then wanted to say, you have already proved that you are capable. Isn't that the point of doing hard things? Absolutely, Diane. Yes, it is. However, the 75 Hard program, it's there. Oh, sorry, I've just got two screens open now. Ooh, don't know which one's recording. Don't know which one to look at, but okay, I'm just going to go here. What? Let me just try and make this smaller. Just bear with. Why have I got two screens? Oh, I've ended up with one screen. Oh, where are you? What's going on? Okay, there. Okay, that's fine. Technology. Right. So one of the other questions I got asked, so Diane posted that comment, and then I also got asked the question with my coach, who I speak to on a regular basis. And when I said to my coach that I'd failed the 75 Hard program, she said, how does that tie in with perfectionism? And she said, are you encouraging perfectionism, not just within yourself, but also to the people that are listening to you? So I think it's important to clarify perfectionism. When I think about perfectionism, I think that word perfectionism is very much misunderstood. There's a concept in my faith called ihsan, which means that everything that you do it with excellence. Do it even though you do not see God, God sees you. So therefore, do everything that you are doing, whether it's raising your children, whether it's changing the light bulbs in the house, whether it's painting your house, whether it's making food, whether it's making your bed, whether it's having a conversation, an interaction with somebody, do it with excellence, right? I don't think that's what perfectionism is. So perfectionism, in the way I view it, it's not about striving for excellence and holding yourself to high standards. What perfectionism often does, and I know because I've been a coach now for more than 2 decades, I've been a high performance coach for more than 10 years of my life now, a whole decade, and I've had the fortune of coaching hundreds and hundreds of people. What perfectionism does is that it paralyzes people to the point where they don't do things. It paralyzes them in order to avoid mistakes. All right, it's the paralyzing need to avoid mistakes, to do everything flawlessly, perfectly, or not do it at all. So do you get the difference? So I don't feel perfectionism is excellence, like I have to do it in an excellent way. You can still do something with the best intention, in the best way that you could, with your best self. All right, but that's not perfectionism. Perfectionism is like, if I don't do it 100%, right, if I don't do it exactly like that, then I haven't completed the task, right? And that often leads to perfectionism, will lead to procrastination, it leads to self-doubt, it leads to fear of failure, and so many other things. And that is not what the 75 Hard program is about. When I look at the 75 Hard program, the reason why I continued, even though I felt like, it's grinding my teeth, felt like flip, I've done 20 days, right? Or almost 20 days, and now I'm starting again, is because what the 75 Hard program is doing to me is that it's allowing me to ask myself the question of, did I prioritize my critical tasks that day? And if I'm looking at that day 20, did I prioritize them? No, I don't believe I did, because I could have read earlier. I could have journaled earlier. I could have done my video earlier. I could have scheduled in this water, earlier. I could have done that. 100% I could have done it earlier. Was I really too tired, or did I convince myself that I couldn't summon the energy? These are the kind of questions that 75 Hard, for me, that's what it does for me. It makes me more disciplined. It makes me push myself. It makes me prioritize that, hey, Hafiza, you said, I have these internal conversations. You said that you were going to do an outdoor 45-minute workout. Today, when it was 43 minutes and 22 seconds, I remember looking at my clock, my watch, and thinking it's 43 minutes and 22 seconds, right? I could just linger by the door and just go inside. So I've only got like a minute and a half to go. But you know what I said to myself? No, Hafiza, this is what you said to yourself. You said you were going to do 45 minutes. And then I actually continued just to say to myself, I'm not listening to your BS. I'm going to do a bit more than 45 minutes. I don't see that as punishing myself. I see that as mentally pushing myself, even though that workout was only supposed to be 45 minutes. It's like, no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I want to do it. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Diane or anybody else that's kind of watching this video right now, this 75 hard program, for me, it doesn't teach me about procrastination, self-doubt. It's actually giving me a boost. It's making me realize who is boss. Is it my mood? Is it my motivation? Or is it discipline? Is it the fact that, no, I want to do this, so I'm going to go and do it. It doesn't matter if it's 11:30 at night. I'm going to go into that garden, and if that little path I've got, if it means that I'm skipping and I'm doing high knees and I'm doing shadow boxing out there, I'm going to blinking well do it. I'm also asking myself the question, am I allowing a temporary feeling? How many of us have temporary feelings? I do. I know I definitely, sometimes I'm just not in the mood. Sometimes it's like, you don't understand. I've got this to do. I've got that to do. But am I going to allow my temporary feeling of discomfort, right, to dictate my long-term goals, right? So yeah, Diane, you're absolutely right. You've already proved you're capable. Yeah, but I'm not proving to anybody else. I'm not proving to all these beautiful people that are watching my YouTube channel videos. I'm proving it to myself. That's who I'm proving it to. I'm proving it to myself that when I said I'm going to complete that 75 hard program, I'm going to do it. And even if every single task that I do in that day isn't absolutely like 100%. And what I mean by that is, let's say I'm doing the Insanity program. And if you've got a taste of the Insanity program, you will understand that it is a flipping insane program. Sean T. makes you work, like really work. And there are times when he's saying, come on, dig deep, dig deep, dig deep, right? And I'm like, OMG, I'm like, 2 exercises behind. Look at them just going for it. They're doing, I don't know, like a plank, okay? And they're still in that plank, and I just had to break free. But then I'll join it again. So I'm still keeping up with the program, with the Insanity actual workout. Is it to the level that they are doing it? No, because I'm not there yet. But am I finishing that workout? Yes, I'm finishing that workout. I don't believe that to be perfectionism. I believe that to be me digging deeper and having that discipline that I want to complete this program, and therefore I'm going to do it. So yeah, is it a mental toughness program, or is it teaching me perfectionism, this 75 hard? It's 100% mental toughness. Absolutely. It's me battling with myself. When I was outside today, I could see a reflection of myself in the patio doors, and I was kind of doing me I was doing my shadow boxing, and I was thinking, who you're fighting? You're fighting yourself, Afisa. I was like having this weird conversation with myself, like this thing about you wanting to go indoors at 43 minutes and 22 seconds, right? This is you fighting yourself. And how many times do we as human beings make excuses for ourselves? We're just like, no, today's not the day. No, I'll start then. Listen, I'm not judging anybody, all right? I don't know your situation. You don't know my situation, right? So I'm not sitting here judging you. But what I am saying to you is that if you need that almost kick up the backside, let's call it that. If you need that kick up the backside where there's something you want to achieve, but you're not started, or you're making really good excuses for yourself, and you know that you could just put in that extra bit more grit and a bit more discipline into it, then you know what? Maybe tomorrow, even though it's Christmas Day, right? You could start tomorrow or start tonight. Just start. You don't need to wait till the 1st of January. So that's what this program is teaching me, that it is a mental toughness program. I'm constantly dealing with that. I'm constantly dealing with this, It's pushing through resistance. It's eliminating all those great excuses, especially when your plate is already full, and reframing those limits that we all have as human beings. Like, no, you don't understand. I cannot do this today. Oh, but you can, Hafiza. But you can. That's just it. You can. You can push yourself. And I'm telling you, I know myself. I know how many excuses that I have made and still make. Okay, not necessarily about the 75 Hard program, but other aspects of my life. And now I'm assessing it and I'm thinking, okay, right, okay, yeah, we need to tackle that one and that one and that one, right? And I'm being honest with myself. So yeah, Diane, I really appreciate you asking that question. Haven't you proved that you are capable? Yeah, I proved to myself. And I'm going to prove to myself, Diane, and anybody else watching, that I'm capable, inshallah, God willing, of completing this program, 100%, in the best way that I can, with excellence. I'm going to push myself. Yeah. I'm trying to online journal. That's why I might be looking on one side of the screen, because I was just writing down some thoughts. Yeah, I think I mentioned my points. Yeah. So yeah, I am an advocate of self-compassion and cutting slack. But for me, no, that's not what the 75 hard is. 75 hard, grit, discipline, fortitude. Just get on with it. Just do it. Get out. Get outside. Get your outdoor working. All right, drink your water, And if I mess up and it's like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night and I've still got to bed and I've not drunk my water, then stay up for an hour. Because that'll teach me tomorrow to make sure that I start drinking the water from the moment I get up. Anyway, I hope that has clarified what I believe perfectionism is and how the 75 Hard program, for me, it's not about perfectionism. It is about doing it with excellence, right? And just not making those excuses and just no compromises. Inshallah, God willing, no compromises. Anyway, speak to your soul. It's day 3 tomorrow, Christmas Day, and I'm absolutely adamant, inshallah, God willing, that I'm going to get my outdoor workout. Still saying workout. What is it with Hafiza saying workout? First thing tomorrow morning. Anyway, looking forward to it. Take care of yourself. Have a good one. Bye-bye.